For the university, we're considered a public relations ambassador, so always making sure we have a great presence either on campus or on the court, on the field, just making sure we're happy, spirited, getting the crowd involved, making sure even if we're not enjoying the game, it shows that we're enjoying the game and always supporting the Zips.
We dance at men's basketball games and women's basketball games and football games. We do community events, we do some clinics, and we do some things with younger kids. So there's a lot going on. We also do nationals, which is in Daytona Beach, Florida in April. And that's the only event that we really get to be showcased and get to be the star of, I guess, because we're always constantly on the sidelines for other sports. We're constantly the entertainment aspect of football games and basketball games, and we're never really showcased by ourselves. So nationals is really important to us, and it's really important for us to gear up for nationals just because that's the only thing that we really get to ourselves.
Nationals is sort of our thing that we do where we compete against a ton of different teams all around the country.
We have to raise $900 a piece just to go to nationals.
We have to fundraise, or you have to pay it out of your own pocket before nationals. So there's a lot of big expenses to being on dance team, as well as the time commitment.
Are you guys on scholarship?
No, we're definitely not on scholarship.
We are not on scholarship, and even though Zippy is on scholarship and even the band's on scholarship, and we are considered part of athletics.
We are there the same times that other people that are getting scholarships. For the band, for example, they each receive a $1,000 to $2,000 scholarship to perform for the same 8 games that we perform at during the football season, and they have the same number of practices we do, yet they get scholarships but we don't. And also, on top of that, we have to prepare for nationals. We have to do fundraising events to be able to get the money to go to nationals. We have to do women's basketball games, men's basketball games, multiple other events that they're not even required to do, yet they still get money to participate. People might not understand all the hard work that goes into getting ready for these games behind the scenes. We practice multiple times a week to get ready to perform 2 to 3 dances a game.
I feel like not everybody takes us seriously. I feel like maybe because of our costumes, our uniforms, maybe because we have to get all dolled up for games, people are like, oh, they're just like a pretty girl on the sidelines.
So there's this collegiate look. And there's many opinions that float around what that looks like.
People have sent emails to our coach or our advisor complaining about uniforms or the way that we look, and they have, some sort of problem with that look. So it is really hard when there's so much time and effort spent into the dancing.
Some of it can go to extremes, like even the other day there was a comment made about, there's always comments made about weight on the team, or and not even just by like teammates, by like audience. And it's crazy to think that someone could say that, like, why did they put the chunky one on the team? Like, that makes the team look bad or makes them look poor. Just to think that, like, your body can be looked at as so much more as an object rather than as like a human being is crazy. Even though we're out there standing in lines performing, like, just to be viewed and pointed at like that is crazy to think.
The fans see us in a certain way, our coaches want us in a certain way, so we always have to be cognizant of how we're looking appearance-wise and also how our dancing is looking.
The basketball team, the women's basketball team, they're not expected to run out there with full face makeup, hair done every game. They're just expected to run out there and win the game, play as best as they can. But when we go out there, we're supposed to be super athletic and perform and get totally like involved in our bodies, and we're supposed to have perfect hair, perfect makeup, these perfect bodies that like don't exist. And it's crazy to think that like there's these expectations and there's these opinions about what we should look like.
It's kind of frustrating because there's so much work that goes into it, and we can't be off at all. We can never look off, we can never dance off, or else we're gonna be judged. So no matter if you're in the front of the formation, the back of the formation, the side of the formation, someone's looking at you, someone's probably videotaping you. So it's just crazy because I feel like people may not take us seriously because they just think that we're there for entertainment, which we are there for entertainment, but it's a lot more than that.
Now, fans, please welcome the University of Akron dance team.
I think that being a woman in any sport is difficult. I think dance, getting the respect, being a dancer can be difficult at times. Even getting the question when I say one of my majors is dance, like, what are you gonna do at dance? Like, that's ridiculous. I feel like the respect levels are changing, but slowly, about what it takes to be a dancer and the capabilities of what a dancer can be.
And it is like a female-dominated sport, which I think plays into a little bit of, gender discrimination sometimes. It's a really cutthroat world. Like, if you're in the dance world, it's really hard to get anywhere professionally, and even when you get really high up in your career, you aren't even paid that much. So I think it just trickles down.
I think dance on our level, like as a dance team, should be considered an athletic sport at a university level because of the amount of work we put in and the amount that is required from us. But I don't know if everyone believes that we should be considered athletes.
People don't realize like how much work it is to be a dancer. It entails conditioning, it entails classes all day, every day. It's intense cardio, strengthening, flexibility, all that stuff combined.
Dance is such a complex thing. There's so much thinking, there's so much physical activity that goes into it, and one of the reasons I also wanted to double major in exercise science was because dance fascinates me with how much power and strength and core and mobility you have to be able to perform some of the stuff we do in dance. The strength that you have to have, the endurance, especially being able to run out there multiple times a game, performing constantly on the sidelines, keeping your energy up. We put so much time, energy, hard work, everything, like the whole blood, sweat, and tears into it. And at the end of the day, we're supposed to go out there and make it look easy and be a crowd pleaser.
I feel like I just want more people to know about dance team and know about everything we do and all the work that we put in. It's not just halftime dances. Like, I feel like people need to be more educated on all the work we put in, and we are athletes. We are in the athletics program. We are D1A athletes. We put in the work that a D1A athlete would put in and the time. I think that it takes a very special person to be on dance team. You have to be really, really self-motivated, and because you do have to have a really big passion for dance, and that's pretty much what keeps me going, is getting to dance still in college and all the years that I've gotten to continue to dance with dance team.
For me, academics has always come first, but dance team has always come like next to that. Like everything, even though I'm involved in so much, like it has always been like neck and neck for those two for me because of not only the commitment level that you have to give to dance team to be a part of this group of girls, but just in general, like when I'm here, I want to be here, and being a part of this team is so important to me. For sure, the relationships I make on the team make me want to return like every day. Just the team coming together every year is so special, and I feel like I've made lifelong friendships through this experience, and I don't know, it's just so crazy to think about.
You spend like so much time with the people that you're dancing with, and you build so many relationships through that, and I feel like it's a different kind of bond that you don't really get to experience unless like you're in it.
Having that group of girls that like just wanted to support you and like you to actually be there was something so special.
All my best friends are on dance team. I consider them like my sisters pretty much, and so to me, like, that's worth it.
And I've met like all of my best friends through dance team, so I guess that's kind of what keeps me going.
I just love dance, and I could really never give it up, so it is worth it to me because when you get out on the court or get on that national stage, like, that's what's worth it to me.
To be on the court and feel confident in yourself is like crazy, because I had never felt that, and like just even performing, like I had always been so nervous, and like being able to go out there and just like being excited to perform. I don't know what I would have done without dance team, because I don't think I'd be in like the place like of like happiness, and like I was on this like downward spiral, like I didn't know what I was gonna do ever in like life and dance, and it carried on into like my first year of college, and like being able to join this team like helped me regain like some of my own self again, and like be able to just like be me.